Hey guys, it's Kelly and welcome back to my channel. We are here at the 2022 New York Auto Show, and behind me I have a 2023 Nissan LEAF. Now the Nissan LEAF got redesigned for 2023 and I'm kind of excited to dive into this very affordable electric car, and that is the key word. Nissan wants to have an EV for everybody, and this Nissan LEAF behind me, MSRPs, although pricing for 2023 hasn't been released yet, they say it will be similar, so probably in that $25,000 to $28,000 range, which is a really affordable car for those looking for electric. Couple more things about the LEAF before we get started. The LEAF came out in 2010 as a 2011 model, so it's been around for like, what is that, about 12 years now, and it was actually the first vehicle, the first all-electric vehicle with a range of over 100 miles. So what that tells you about Nissan is Nissan has been doing electric cars for a while now, over a decade, and the Nissan LEAF has actually done pretty well from a reliability standpoint. So when we're looking at all of these new manufacturers bringing out their electric cars, it can be scary to be like, well, how is it going to be, or what's the reliability, because so many of them are doing it for the first time. Do not forget, Nissan's been doing this for a while. So we have two different battery sizes in the LEAF. We have the 40 kilowatt, which does 147 horsepower and 236 pounds of torque. And then we also have the 60 kilowatt, if you get the LEAF SF, which then gives you 214 horsepower and 250 feet of torque. Let's dive into this Nissan LEAF tour. I'm gonna kind of look at it from, of course, a family's perspective, but also like a teen driver, a younger driver, or just someone who wants to like dip their toe into the electric car world, but doesn't want to commit to the $50,000 price tag we're seeing on the other ones. Okay, so let's start by breaking down this exterior. So, LEAF is redesigned. Honestly, I hate the old LEAF. I'm sorry, Nissan. It's the old, like the first body style was horrendous. Do you guys remember? It had that big little square right here, like that told you where to charge it, and it just looked like it needed a nose job. No. This one is much sleeker. So coming around to the front end, it looks very cohesive with the rest of the Nissan brand. You know, we actually do have some kind of aggressive body lines. I'm loving this addition of the Nissan logo in white. I just think it really makes it pop. And then coming down here, the grille is pretty simple, especially for an electric vehicle. You know, a lot of the times we see EVs have a little bit more fun with the grille, but they keep it very simple, a little bit of gloss black. And then it's pretty basic. The headlights are actually kind of cool. I like the little daytime running light reverse check mark. And then here is obviously where you do the charging. So still better than the nose job. Would love to see it on the side, but I'm honestly sure there's a reason it's not on the side, because can't imagine like this is first preference. So hopefully it's a budget thing. Now, whenever it comes to an EV, the first question people ask is, so what is the range? 149 on the standard, goes up to 215 if you go up to the SV. So it is a little bit lower on the EV range compared to some of the competitors, but you also have to remember there's very little competitors in this price range. So just something to be aware of, 149 on the base, 215 on the higher trim. Okay, let's continue around to her side profile. One thing I do love about the exterior of this car though is all of the blacked out elements. I think it really gives it like an elevated sporty look and makes this a car that like a teen would think would be cool. Like, I know that the word Nissan LEAF doesn't sound like the coolest car, but with these blacked out mirror caps and some of the black accents back here, I actually think it looks really, really beautiful and super sporty. Let's come around to the back end. I think the taillights are beautifully done. I just like love when they come out this far and then kind of wrap around to the back. It's a little bit of a hatchback kind of body style, which is also kind of fun. So you can see we have a little bit of the sloped roof, the Nissan logo, and then some more black and white contrast. I really just think it plays it beautifully. Like this black and white kind of plays off of the Nissan logo. And I honestly think the back end is darling. So this is the SV Plus, so this is the top of the line. All right guys, here's a shot of me in this 2023 Nissan LEAF, and let's just break down some of the driver's comfort features. Now again, they're trying to be cost effective as possible. So, however, I'm still pretty impressed with some of the features that are in this car. Starting by breaking down the door panel, very simple. I mean, really not a lot to talk about. There's some black leather, some flat black, some black cloth with some blue contrast stitching. Okay. I actually kind of like this, like, because it's just like you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not giving you false hope. Like, it's just clearly for an Aquafina water bottle. And like, that's where she taps out. But at least we know we have a place for it. Let's get you on the other side and we'll talk about some more of the features. Let's keep breaking down this Nissan LEAF. We'll start by talking about the seats. So we do have cloth seats, even at the highest trim level. That's okay. We're being cost effective. We're being green. We're doing the things. I do like that they did a little bit more with it though, and then kind of did this like striped heatherish material that's a little bit thicker Or it's just a slightly different texture. I think it makes it feel like the seat has a little bit more structure. Okay, I actually think she's kind of darling. So let's look at this infotainment system a little bit. Pretty standard looking, like it looks just like all of Nissan's other infotainment systems. A little bit built in. I kind of like this kind of rounded corners. I think it looks kind of cute. And then underneath here we have our climate control in this kind of like bow tie looking shape. I'm kind of into it. Heated seats, USB, USB-C, 12 volt, place for your phone, power button, eco mode, and then look at our shifter. I feel like I'm playing a video game. I mean, that's pretty cool. Cup holders looking tine. That's a buzzkill. This is interesting. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's something. It's something. Okay, as far as the steering wheel is concerned, I mean, again, guys, I'm actually super impressed with the technology on the car. We've got the blind spot. I've got the active cruise control. We have the Bluetooth. And then if you look at the dash, I even have a little bit of a digital dash. So you can see I have my range right there, how much battery life I have left, and then my speedometer. So overall, oh my gosh, I even have a heated steering wheel. Steering assist, heated steering wheel. I mean, really, like, I'm impressed with this car. All right, let's check out the back seat and then let's talk about the trunk. All right, here's a shot of me in the second row of this 2023 Nissan LEAF. Driver's seat is set for myself. Good knee clearance. Not the best head clearance, but for a compact, like hatchback SUV, I'm pretty happy with the spacing. I think it's pretty standard about what you'd find everywhere else. We do have two USBs right here and then a cloth pocket right here. Nothing on this side, which is like always just funny to me. What else do we got? Car seat setup is government standard, lower anchors on both outboard seats, tether anchors across the bench, all three. I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, it's just a pretty basic back seat. I am kind of excited about the side cubby on this driver's door, because for a side cubby, like that's basically a cup holder. Like that's a good looking side cubby for the back seat. One thing to note is there are no second row air vents. So the only air they're gonna get back here is what's ever in the front seat. So not the best for ventilation, but hopefully it's like a small enough car that if those vents are on a pretty decent speed, like the back seat can feel a little bit. So it's still not my preference. I'd love to have some on the back of the center console, but obviously just not as cost effective. Okay, guys, I mean, check out this trunk space. It is so deep. That is so exciting. This is a really great sized trunk. Wow. Nothing really else to talk about. I mean, there is a light. I did want to note there's no power tailgate on this car, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but if I had to take power tailgate or safety features, I would choose the safety features. So bummer, but at least I didn't skimp on the crash prevention technology. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up my tour of this 2023 Nissan LEAF. I actually had kind of fun doing this super affordable electric vehicle. Let me know in the comments below if you like these kind of tours and what other vehicles I should do next.